Trinidad's newspapers have not been shy in telling of the violence of their country. The crime level is not incredibly higher than the other islands, but since Trinidad and Tobago do not depend on tourism, they are quick to remind everyone of the risks they are taking. There are Hindus, Muslims, and Christians, blending from African to Indian origin. For several years, seeds were being planted, but in September 2000, YWAM officially started working in the country. Our passion in Trinidad is to see youth reaching youth, and on 72 acres of land below the northern mountain range, we started construction of a youth village. In 2001, our first discipleship training school began, as well as the principles of children and youth ministries. The PCYM school is a university course to equip youth workers to effectively present Jesus and bring out God-given talents of the youth. Our first discipleship training school went on outreach to Nigeria. Over the years, many countries and people groups have felt our impact, such as the school kids in Suriname, villagers in Uganda, and the desperate street kids in India. We've also been to Panama, Grenada, Barbados, Guyana, and more recently, Tanzania in Africa. The DTS students on outreach to Tanzania came upon the Maasai tribe in Arusha. They shared the gospel and prayed with the children. They reached out at schools and churches, taught songs, and helped build. Even the children of the students were part of the outreach. Then they flew to Morogoro, where they once again spoke at churches and did kids ministry. There, they also helped broadcast the Jesus film. And during their outreach, many accepted Jesus into their lives. Meanwhile, construction of our youth village had begun to take life. However, in 2006, a gang nearly put a stop to their plans. Kevin Prinz has always been the base leader, and one day while driving into his parking spot at home, he and his family were surprised by masked robbers.
They had these really evil-looking masks on.
Okay.
They just came right out of the woods.
The family didn't have anything on them to give, and the robbers opened fire.
I was shot right through the neck, right through here. Bullet went in there, and it came out the back.
His wife, Sue, was also hit in the thigh before the robbers retreated back into the woods. Peggy immediately took them to the hospital.
And the ambulance ride was so rocky that him and I were both getting sick from motion sickness. And we started joking, and we said, you know, well, who's going to throw up first? And this girl just stopped, and she said, how can we laugh? I can be so happy. I said, well, God spared my life. And I've got a lot to be thankful for. She just had this blank look on her face. Well, when I'm going through the CAT scan, Kimberly, our staff, had come along and ends up leading her to the Lord right in the waiting room of the hospital. And when I'm wheeled out, the girl comes up to me and beams over me, and she says, thank you. I get shot on Sunday. 3 days later to the hour, I walk out of the hospital. They started walking out with me and they said, well, when are you leaving? Implying, like everyone else, that when something happens like that, you're going to leave the country. And I said, no, we're staying. We're not leaving. God has called us to be here. He spared our lives. We're staying. And the guy gave me this really weird look, and it's like he couldn't even comprehend that. But God's called us here, and we're now about to leave.
Construction of the youth camp is still not complete, but it's enough to begin running kids through the challenge course.
Be strong, and I say to be of good courage, cause we represent.
As someone who works with youth, and as a young person myself, I would highly recommend this YWAM experience to any youth group. Our group has been here twice already, and they can't stop talking about it. They have learned so much. This experience has truly been life-changing.
This is a very good example of Christians coming together, having good fun, enjoying themselves with the word incorporated with it. To me, it's just wonderful.
Youth with a Mission, or YWAM, is an international non-profit, non-government organization with over 1,200 locations in 200 countries around the world, with a proven track record of success working with youth. Youth with a Mission, Trinidad and Tobago, we seek to impact the youth to bring about positive change to communities and nations across the world. The primary focus of YWAM TNT is to work with the youth of this country to give them vision and direction, as well as prepare leaders who will work with them. Our mission is sixfold. A, to attend to the unique needs of youth. B, to build trust and renew worth and purpose. C, create an environment for life-changing experiences. D, develop good character and leadership qualities. E, encourage the desire to be productive citizens. And F, foster a healthy relationship. We are in the process of developing a youth camp on 72 acres of land in Las Lomas, which is in central Trinidad. Youth and adult groups have already benefited from the Team Challenge course, which even in its infant stage has had tremendous impact on those who have had the experience. Through very practical, fun activities, individuals learn valuable lessons and timeless principles that produce greater teamwork, better attitudes, and improve relational and social skills. Every aspect of the course has been creatively and thoughtfully designed to challenge individuals to consider others in achieving specific physical tasks. YWAM staff is specially trained to use physical situations to assist the process of character development by analyzing with the team the direct and indirect relation between consequences and choices. Whether it's walking through the forest, being challenged on a vine bridge, or getting your entire team over a 15-foot wall or through a web of vines without touching it, participants learn to recognize and utilize the strengths and weaknesses in others to benefit the team in achieving its mission. Kids learn how differences between each other can be an asset to the group. They develop the skill of working together, appreciating the gifts and talents of each other. We have seen that as we develop the character of our youth, they take what they have learned back to their families, schools, and communities, and are making positive contributions wherever they go. YWAM believes in leading by example. Our youth mentorship programs are designed to develop relationships based on trust and understanding, thereby creating a positive standard by which our youth can benchmark themselves. The Leadership Training and Development Program is geared to further develop our youth who display leadership qualities. Our staff is equipped to identify and train young leaders and have already trained hundreds of youth who are now impacting their communities both locally and abroad. A key aspect of the program is to give our youth opportunities to take part in community development projects, such as cleaning communities, building homes, working with orphanages, hospitals, senior homes, prisons, schools, and youth camps, which allow them to put skills that they've learned in the camp into practice. With more than 40 years of experience, the support of our international office, and hopefully the contributions of local individuals and companies, YWAM Trinidad and Tobago has plans to develop the Las Lomas facility to accommodate an average of 300 kids per week. Maintaining the natural environment, the campsite will be equipped and furnished with dorms, cabins, multi-purpose halls, classrooms, dining rooms, swimming pool, water course, zip lines, and a 40-foot climbing wall. Bamboo villages and fields for football, cricket, and volleyball, etc. will also be part of the camp. Throughout the facility, there will be areas built to simulate various places around the world so that kids will understand other ways of life, not only be impacted to change this nation, but also nations of the world. Our staff consists of people from many other countries who can share their experiences with our youth to help them understand that they are unique but not alone, as people from all walks of life have the same basic challenges.
Be strong, and I said to be of good courage.
Through Trinidad this year, Marine Reach Caribbean is being birthed. Led by Tom and Lisa Kaiser, the 75-foot yacht holds 18 people. The goal is to provide relief to islands in the Caribbean in times of disaster and to be a facility for DTS and marriage seminars. Right now, the boat is under fiberglass repair, but will be out on the sea again soon.